You don't hate me for doing that, they asked. I can never hate you, even if I wanted to, he replied. Jungkook, bring Aien back. I can't sleep without her, they said. I'll bring Aien from mom's room. He walked out of the room. They went to the washroom and dressed up in his night dress. By the time he came back, Jungkook was lying on the bed with Aien above him. They lied down beside him, hugged him and Aien tightly, and they fell asleep in few minutes. Namjoon was lying on the bed. His eyes were fixed on the ceiling, and his thoughts were miles away. He was feeling restless. He sat down and checked the time on his cell phone. It was past 2 o'clock in the night. He glared at Jehop, who was peacefully sleeping beside him. Namjoon took a deep breath and dragged his feet out of the bed. He left the room and marched downstairs toward the kitchen. He entered the dim light kitchen and stopped in the track. When his eyes fell on Jin, who was sitting on the floor, carelessly munching on his sandwich, he cleared his thought to get his attention. Jin stopped and looked up. The moment their eyes met, he quickly averted his eyes. He stared at him for minutes and then stopped forward. He prepared the coffee and poured it into 2 cups and sat beside Jen. He looked at him in surprise. He forwarded 1 cup toward Jen. He glared at his hand and then back to his face. Have it, he said. If you're thinking you can bring me with that coffee, that you are mistaken. He took a bite for his sandwich. Huh? I'm not sharing my sandwiches, he started. A smile would creep across his face. He took a sip for his cup, and obviously, at his each action and every expression, Jin tucked his hair behind his ear with the back of his hand and unknowledgeably applied that chocolate to his face. Why are you crying in the morning? He asked. He ignored the question because he don't know the answer by it itself. He didn't want to go abroad. Then why now? He questioned. Jin shifted his eyes toward. I mean, you can continue your education in Korea. We have best universities there. Dad always wanted me to go abroad. You should be happy that finally you're going to be freed for that wildcat. He smiled. I won't be here for bother you anymore. Good for you, right? I might not be able to attend your wedding, but I send you the wishes for sure. I'm not that bad. He let out a chuckle. His voice was knocking the air out of him. John mentioned 1 day later. They held Aien Jin and combed his straight wet hair. Aien was playing with the button of his light blue colored dress. They picked up his small silver clip and put them on Ain's hair. Oma, Aien called him. Yes, Uma's love. They smiled. It's been a while since Aien had started calling him Uma, but still, whenever she called her, that young heart fluttered. Probably he would never get the use of these feelings. Aien showed him the button of her frock. Oh, you love this dress. I'll buy more of this type of cloth for you. Come, let me show you the mirror. They held Aien in a hip-hold position, wrapping Ain's leg around him. Now look at yourself. They kissed Ain's cheeks. Aien glared at her reflection and smiled. Aien was self-obsessed, like your daddy. Seriously, Jungkook's voice come from behind. He foamed and turned around. Jungkook, you? When did you come? They beamed. He glared at the wall clock. At 11 o'clock, he looked back at him. You come early today. Daddy, Aien said. Yeah, Jungkook waked up and took Aien for Taehyung. I came home to pack my things. He started. For what? They asked in disbelief. We have a medical camp, and they just informed me, and I can't refuse. Right at the last moment, Jungkook having a sign. Aien? They asked. I can't take her and you with me because it's a remote area. They nodded. When will you come back? It will take a week, he replied. Oh. Taehyung's smile vanished. He didn't accept it that long. If I know earlier, I could have done something. But nothing is informed me. His eyes were fixed on Taehyung. Don't worry, I'll take care of her. You should fulfill your professional duties. This time, it was the first time he would have to spend time without Aien. He smiled. Please, hold Aien. I don't have much time. They took Aien for him. Jungkook went toward the closet. They placed Aien on the bed, play her rhymes on the TV, and gather her toys around her. He went toward Jungkook. He was putting his thing in the bag. He grabbed the shirt for his hand, folded them, and placed them inside the bag. They arranged the stuff, which he had shoved inside the bag carelessly. His eyes were fixed on the thing, and his eyes were on him. Anything else? He asked. It's pretty much done, he replied. Jungkook, I think you should meet Aien now. She would cry if she understood you are going outside again. You're right. Jungkook went toward Aien. They straightened the bag for the floor and dragged it up to the room. He stood true to his place and looked at him. Jungkook pampered Aien with countless kisses. They knew it was hard for him to leave Aien. Suddenly his call would ring. But Daddy loves you, he mumbled to Aien and got up. He picked up the mobile for the nightstand and ended the call. I'm ready, he said. He was engrossed on the phone, and with that, he stepped out of the room. He's gone, they muttered, yelling a sign and walked deeper into the room. Before they could read another step, Jungkook hugged Taehyung behind and placed his chin on his shoulder. They turned his head in surprise. I thought you left. They said and turned around. They hugged him tightly. Can I, without saying a proper bye to you? He cushioned and they smiled. They both remained in the position for a few minutes, but didn't say a word. Jungkook pulled their chin up and brought his lips closer to him. Take care of yourself too. He slightly backed off, holding his face between his hands. They nodded. You too. Take care of yourself. I will. He kissed their forehead. Bye, he said and left the room. When they walked to the window, after some time, he saw Jungkook outside standing in the car wash. He opened the door and passenger door and taking a seat, but his eyes automatically shifted at the window. He smiled and waved her by. He did the same and settled inside the car. May Almighty protect you, they whispered. He turned around and signed. 7 days.